Tap is where we chat. Got the mic and we're so glad. Talking ball and all we had. Never gonna leave you sad. Swinging hard, we take a shot. Every game we hit the spot. Fuck the Mets, we say it loud. Philly stands above the crowd. Fuck the Mets, we shout.
Well, hello there, neighbors. I'm glad you stopped by DPF on Tap today.
I was missing
know-
that sweater.
Some neighborhoods have sidewalks and front porches. Ours has bar stools and a beer fridge that is never empty. In this neighborhood, we take our time. We say hello. We listen. And we never judge you for ordering another round, as long as you're pacing yourself and tipping your bartender. That's why we like going to Jersey's, because Jersey's feels like the kind of place where neighbors become friends and friends become other friends and family by the fifth inning. So if you're looking for a place to belong, a place to laugh, a place to raise a glass and forget about the rest of the world for a little while, go to Jersey's. Because in the DPF garage neighborhood, the drinks are cold, the company is warm, and there's always room for one more neighbor. Won't you come along? I'd really like that. So welcome to episode 103, the final of season 3. Wanted to kick it off strong with a little Mr. Rogers. I need to practice my skits. Hopefully that was enjoyable. We got some FTMs immediately, which we love. We have to talk about someone else today that's important to us, Chris.
Yeah, well crafted. We're going to talk about well crafted. I want to shout out to my wife for the new DPF on Tap mug that she got me for Christmas. It looks awesome, and it's filled with awesome well crafted beer. I have their No Disintegrations Black IPA. Check out Well Crafted. Great sponsor of ours. They're in Ambler and Lansdale. They have happy hour at both locations every Tuesday through Friday. They have trivia nights on Wednesdays and Thursdays, music on the weekends, and always, the birds on Sunday. So check out their website for their schedule of events and get their beer because it's delicious and it looks great in a DPF mug.
Yeah, then one more. I want to talk about Conshohocken. So Ring the Bell is what we drink all season long, but they are coming out with just some killer beers that are seasonal. Conshohocken has a bunch of spots. So there's King of Prussia, there's Puddlers, there's the original on Elm Street. We just love it there. Conchohocken's been good to us. We appreciate Andrew and Glenn being friends of the page. And, we hope for a prosperous new year for both Well Crafted and Conshohocken. So thank you for being friends of the page.
Yep. I want to jump right in, fellas, and I want to talk about, it's that time of year. Free agency is whatever is the buzz and what everybody's talking about. And we're right on the cusp of the new year. So we're probably, 40 days away from the opening of spring training for everybody. And there are still 23 of the top 50 free agents available across the league. Now, I don't know how you feel. I don't think the Phillies have done nearly enough to improve this team the way we finished last year. And some of the issues that we had when the season ended, we still have, even after a couple of signings. So I'm just going to throw out a couple of names that are available still. Out of these top 50, the number one free agent is still out there, Kyle Tucker. Number 2 is Bo Bichette. The number 5 was Alec Bregman. You have 6, Framber Valdez. 7 is Imani, the Japanese pitcher that I am craving for the Phillies to sign. 8 is Bellinger. 10 is Ranger. You have Zach Gallen, who's listed as the 15th. Okamoto, the first baseman, third baseman from Japan, as the 19th, and 20th is Eugenio Suarez. I want to talk a little bit about Kyle Tucker because I saw something that was very interesting online this week, and I saw it reported in a couple places. He's looking for one of them mega deals, them 10-year, 12-year, $400, $500 million deals, and it's not there. teams are not offering him the kind of money that he wants and he expected. And there's some speculation that he may be willing to go to a shorter term deal with higher average value. So maybe like a 1 year 35, a 2 year, 52. I'm just wondering if that's something that the Phillies might entertain. It's a shorter term contract for one of these big name guys, since it's getting later in free agency. The spring training's around the corner. Now, I know a lot of guys don't sign till February and they hold out. But if Tucker's not getting the traction that he expects now, is anybody going to come forward with an 8 to 10 year deal for him? Or is he going to be one of those guys? He's going to have to play it out, a short-term deal, and then go back to being a free agent. I mean, he's only 28, so he could be a free agent again at 30 and then sign his 6, 7, 8 year deal that takes him through the rest of it. But I think the Phillies need to really not have closed the door on some of these guys. Tucker, Bichette, Bregman. Like, I think there are guys out there that can really improve this team. And if you can get them on a shorter term deal, you're not locked in like you are with Harper, Schwarber, Turner, Nola. It might be, you might be able to take advantage of that, at this point.
I mean, the Mets have no one, so that guy has got tons of money. Isn't he going to sign 3 or 4 of these guys? Like, he has to, right? He has to.
What I'm reading about the Mets is they're trying to get younger. They don't want to tie themselves to older players. Now, 28's not old, obviously.
Yeah.
So maybe they're in play, but they might also be leery of giving out big deals. They just gave Soto that big. I mean,
yeah,
there was really no reason for them not to re-sign Alonso. I mean, 5 years, 150. It doesn't seem like a tremendous amount for the Mets to have spent to keep their all-time home run leader.
Well, I don't think Lindor liked his political stance, Chris, and that's very important in today's game of baseball. Apparently.
It certainly is. I also think that I don't expect that they probably do not expect to compete. And I think that's why they're not going to spend all this money, especially with the fucking lockout looming. I think that they're just kind of they may end up coasting through this year. I would love to see the Phillies go after somebody. It may happen, but I just think that they're kind of standing pat. I think we're looking at another run it back fucking with the little tinkering that they did.
Stand Pat Gillick, and it's like, the Japanese pitcher, I'm hearing like Chicago still again.
I was looking that up earlier. I was looking that up earlier, and he's looking at the White Sox, the Yankees, and the Phillies are the 3, and teams have until Friday at 5 o'clock to do something.
If the Phillies get outbid by the White Sox like that, to me, that's just a kick right in the balls. Like, there's no business. They have no business letting the White Sox outbid them for this guy.
They already signed Murakami though, so that's a draw for them.
But that was kind of a shit deal. Like, I thought he was going to get more money, and I think they thought he was going to get more money.
What did he get?
But he was up against the window too. Yeah, he was up against that window of it being closed. The
rub was that those power hitters aren't really translating over to MLB, from what I understand. Same with that pitcher. But I read an article today. I can't remember where, but he actually said that he wants to come here. So if Dave can't get that done and the guy wants to come here and he lets 5 o'clock on Friday expire, that's, like you said, that's kicking the balls.
I mean, he's projected to be a 2 or 3. And right now that's right where we need him. I mean, you figure you're going to start the season with Sanchez as your 1. Wheeler's maybe not coming back till May. And you don't know what you're getting. I mean, but if Wheeler comes back at 80% and he's your 4, I'm feeling pretty fucking good about that rotation. I mean, I just don't know what to expect from Painter. Obviously, Walker's Walker. He'll have his good games and he'll just be Walker most of the time. Nola's going to be Nola. He pitched better towards the end of the season, Nola. Maybe he's figuring something out. Maybe not. You hold your breath and you hope he is, because they're going to need him, especially if they don't sign another starter. They're really going to need Nola to bounce back and be 5 years ago Nola.
Maybe
I
he
don't-
gets
I
healthy
don't-
too.
I don't know if Dombrowski knows that he has Diane Mold's cookies in his
in
arsenal.
his back pocket. Yeah, that's
Yes.
an important piece.
That's a selling point.
I was
would
thinking
love
about
to
these
see.
Japanese guys, and I'm like, you know what? I was like thinking, like, oh, what are some memes or what are some merch ideas? So I ran them past, my internal audit, and they're like, you none of these you can do, Chris. Like, this is none of these are okay to say. This isn't DPF 15 years ago. None of them are okay.
Nothing.
None are good.
Yeah.
Amani,
Taguchi-
I love you long
So
time,
Tagu-
Amani.
Yeah.
We can't
Taguchi
say.
took lumps. Tadahito Iguchi, he took some lumps, man.
Oh my God.
But looking at these Japanese players, guys, there's a whole lot of hype around them, and with the exception of Otani, and the two pitchers out there in LA, Yamamoto and Sasaki, 74 players all time. I was doing some research today. 12 currently rostered, not including the guy who just signed with the Sox, the Murakami guy. But I mean, you're talking about Otani and Ichiro as two all-time greats. And then you have guys like Kazuo Sasaki, who was really good, but he only pitched for like 4 or 5 years. So I don't know if that was injuries. I don't know what happened to him. Matsui was decent. Yu Darvish has been pitching for fucking 45 years, it feels like.
Yeah.
He's like 60 years old, I think.
He really is. And I think he's on the Padres now. He's like still rostered and he's still there. So it's the main three, or the main four, I should say, if you include this Akamoto guy. He's linked to the Padres, the Angels, the Pirates, Boston, and Toronto. And his window also closes on Sunday. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. But, I'm just not sure if these guys, like, we get excited. I know I was excited when they fucking signed that guy from Portugal via Japan, because it's like, okay, we're breaking into the market. But like one of you guys had said, like they're not all panning out. You know what I mean?
My thing is, though, this guy, like you said about Yamamoto and Sasaki, this guy was number 3 to those two in Japan.
I think Amaya is it.
Like
I think he's a can't miss.
Yeah, I think he's right in.
And he's young.
He's right there. Yeah. He's 27.
27 yeah. 27 years old. And he hit the post. I think he posted, he doesn't have 9 years yet of service time. So that's why he's eligible to come over through this posting program. But yeah, if they don't get something done by Friday at 5:00, then he goes back to Japan, goes back to the Nippon League.
Do we know anything about his pitches? Like, he doesn't have some fucking stupid name like the ghost forkball puffer fish.
I think he's a fastball slider guy, I think.
Right. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I like.
But he's 99.
He's,
He's 99, 100. Like,
is that kilometers or is that miles per hour?
Oh, that's a great question.
I don't know what they do over there.
hey,
What's the imperial system? I don't know.
The Nippon League owes us one because they just signed Spencer Howard over there. One of those teams just signed Spencer Howard, so we need to get somebody back.
He'll end up being an MVP.
Maybe we owe them.
Yeah, need to get him back.
Jesus.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised to see that there's only 12 players currently rostered in MLB, Japanese players, considering all the hype.
That's Lars Nootbaars included. This WBC shit cracks me up. It's like, my dad went there once, so I'm gonna play for fucking Portugal.
All right, well, let's talk about the WBC. Let's talk about Harper.
You know what? I looked into some of the statistics, and I don't feel like I feel like I'm going to talk about high school sports a little bit. And, my daughter did high school drama, and it's like, you can't get the lead unless you're a senior. And, sometimes baseball, it's like, I don't know, this guy's ahead of you and they're the starting quarterback and you don't get it. I can't see in any statistical way that, and I'm not saying Nick Kurtz, who had one great year, but Pete Alonso, how the fuck does this dude not get the job over him? Like, there's no way that if you were picking a team, to me, off of last year's or the past 2 years statistics, that you
Exactly.
pick Bryce Harper. I just think it's unfair.
Hey, Chris, when you posted about this on the page, you got fucking attacked.
Well,
I
people
don't
are
know.
all over, Harper's knob. It's fucking ridiculous.
I
Team
think
USA is going to put Harper in right field, and we're all going to go fucking nuts when they do it.
I think it's nuts that he's going in and wearing fucking shirts that say "not elite" to the batting cage.
I love it.
I actually like that.
I love
do
it
like
too.
I do like
All right, so this is what I was coming up with, because I watched it and he didn't necessarily tear the cover off the ball in that clip, and it had some fucking stupid new school fucking hip hop song playing for half of
Well,
it.
Rob, I think it's disingenuous you saying that. Have you ever tried to fucking rip a cover off a ball when you just made a matcha and a banana bread and it's
I was just
laying
gonna
in your
say,
stomach?
Your hands are
Maybe he
sticky.
didn't- Maybe
Little
he
Christ.
didn't oxygenate
You're feeling a little
blood
weak?
that day.
Yeah.
Come on.
You didn't get a plasma injection?
I mean,
Listen,
come on.
Listen, the last time I went cupping, I tore the fucking cover off the ball, legit. My
Was
balls
that
were
cupping
swollen.
with an F or a P?
Cupping, right? Cupping. I don't know what cupping. All right. So anyway, I was just trying to figure out, is it immature because he's like, oh, who's not elite? I'm going to show everybody by wearing a fucking t-shirt. Or is it brilliant? Is he doing this to kind of motivate himself, sort of the way like Jordan used to do? Like Jordan used to make shit up. For you young kids, I'm talking about Michael Jordan. He used to make shit up, like beef between him and other players or him and other franchises in his head, just to motivate himself to go out and score 60 points in a game. So if that's what he's doing,
Rob, a
then
lot of these
perhaps-
kids think it's Creed, the guy from Creed, and not the band's Creed.
I'm a big
Right.
fan. I'm
Michael
a big
B.
fan of chip on the shoulder. I heard what you said. To me, it's a little extra motivation. I mean, I think Bryce Harper's a prideful guy, and I think ever
Clearly.
since he's been fucking 14 years old, he's been the best player on every team he's ever played on. And all of a sudden, someone said, "Well, you're not anymore." And I think that's going to be a huge motivator for him to say, "Oh yeah, well fuck you, because I am." Will he do it? I hope he does. I hope he's Bryce Harper from 2022, 2023 Bryce Harper. I hope he bounces back. I mean, a bad year last year. He had 27 home runs and damn near 80 RBIs, missing 30 games.
Right.
And that's a bad Harper year. So I love pettiness. I heard you. I don't like what you said, but maybe that was
Right.
Dombrowski's move all along. I know
That's
I know
more
what's going to
sounds
motivate
like.
this guy. I know what's going
That's
to
more
motivate.
what it sounds like, is that Dombrowski did it. And my other thing with Harper is, does he just pick fights with nerds? Manfredi walks into the fucking, or was it Manfredi who walked into the locker room, and all of a sudden Harper was a tough guy, with his fucking Mormon shirt off and everything. And then now he's picking fights with Dave Dombrowski. I mean, does Harper just like to fight nerds? Is that what's happening here?
It's possible. And the other thing I'm thinking is, like, I love that he did this. I love the sentiment behind it. I hope it's a fuck you moment. But I'm just worrying about it a little bit, because, like, there's been times where, my wife's like, you can't drink 10 beers in the garage every night. And I'm like, fuck, I can't.
That sounds
I'm
like a
like-
challenge.
I drank 11 beers in the garage last night, and I was like, I did good. But I think it's a motivating factor. I think we would all like to see more of him in the batting cage than in the kitchen.
Yeah.
We just would. Like, I don't know. Because we don't, and when we don't see it, we're like, is this dude really just making, fucking bakery things and
Right.
tea biscuits? But,
Adding
seeing-
cranberries.
yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, gluten-free, sourced from, the Sahara. But I liked seeing him in the batting cage. That was like when DPF started, and like Ryan Howard or Hamels or Utley, they were like doing things for like animals or they were at the parade, I would always be like, he should be in the batting cage and worried about cutting down the strikeouts. And people hated it. And I loved it, but it's part of like what it is, right? It's like to piss people off. So maybe Dombrowski did do that.
My biggest thing is with Harper and playing in the WBC is, I mean, he barely plays in spring training, and it's always it's a maintenance thing. It's a keep him healthy thing.
Yep.
Now he's going to be in live competition, not those at bats in spring training where it's like, oh, let me just try and get a fastball and hit it to left. Now he's trying to win a game, and that violent swing that he has with the elbow, it's always his elbow. I mean, last year, how many times did we see him shaking out his arm on a swing and miss? Like now he's going to start doing that shit, playing real baseball, trying to win games in like February, when he normally doesn't do it till the end of March. Like his spring training at bats are just it's glorified BP. His spring training at bats. So I'm a little concerned that he's going to be 100% Bryce Harper in mid-February, and by mid-May we're going to see the shaking the arm out, and he's going to lose the power. Those balls, how many balls did he hit to left field last year that died on the warning track?
Yeah,
that 2-3 years ago are over the fence. They're home runs because he just didn't have the juice. That arm is, that's my biggest concern about him playing is it's 100% right out of the gate. I'm sure he's going to start ramping up sooner. Obviously hitting in the cage more. You're playing to win in February when you're typically not until the end of March.
You're failing to think about midichlorians, gamma, plasma, ozone. Like, have any Philly ever got hurt more than the Phillies? Like not connecting. I'm thinking like Bryson Stott. This dude's been out twice because he swung wrong.
Yeah. He just that wild swing.
Yeah.
I just want to see him do it in October. That's all at this point. Like he can wear whatever fucking t-shirt. He can do whatever special treatment he wants. If the WBC makes it so that he's not fresh and ready to go in October, then it's a fucking waste.
Rob, I'd like to see him do it in May, June, July, or August too. Because he didn't do fucking shit last year. And I'm going to talk about this later. Like, think of your top 500 Phillies moments. Bryce Harper isn't even in one of them. Not 500.
He's not.
You talking about just like top 50 from last year?
Yeah, top 10 Phillies moments of last year.
Yeah,
I came up with 6 and he ain't in the top 6. Nope.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. I'm going to do something fun here. I hope you guys all got the assignment and followed through. So I want to talk about just the NL East. And the Mets have had a big turnover. Alonso's gone. Nimmo's gone. McNeil's gone, and we hated those.
McNeil's gone.
McNeil got traded to the A's. He got traded to the A's. Yeah. So 3 of our most hated.
Hold on, let me cross him off.
There you go. And the NL East are gone. So I want to talk about my remaining top 5 most hated players in the NL East, and I hope you guys have a list as well. So I'm going to start with number 5. It's Atlanta Braves starter Spencer Strider. I just fucking hate this dude. I hate his mustache. I hate his fucking thighs, his tight pants. I hate fucking everything about it, except when he gives up home runs to the Phillies in the playoffs. That's the best. That's the best part about him. Number 4 is Mets third baseman Mark Vientos. That motherfucker sucks against everybody else, but he hits like 700 against the Phillies. I don't understand it. He can't hit a softball off a tee, but against the Phillies, he's driving balls in each gap, home runs, big hits here and there. Fuck Mark Vientos. Number 3 is easy. It's Juan Soto, and it's just his face. It's everything about him. It's that crawl when he takes a pitch. It's the talking to the catcher. It's the staring at the pitcher. It's the laziness in right field. Juan Soto. Number 2, catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. He's another guy. Just everything about him. I hate everything about him. I hate the way he walks up to the plate. I hate his little fucking chubby body swinging at fastballs. I hate everything about him. And number 1, this guy just drives me crazy because no matter what the goddamn score is, If he hits a home run, he does his little basketball step around third base. Ronald Acuna Jr.
Yep.
If that dude blew out both his ACLs on a home run where he went around third and did this and both his ACLs just fell apart, I would stand up and cheer. I can't stand that guy. He's an Atlanta Brave. Fuck him. And fuck those 5 guys.
So
Nice.
Chris, when you sent this, I was like, this is simple. I didn't even have to think. I was like, Nick Castellanos, Bryce Harper, Stott, Bohm, and Nola. And it's funny because I was like, is this all time? And that's kind of where I went. But I'm like, who do I hate now? I hate Sean Murphy. I just really hate Sean Murphy. And
He's
I feel
guy
like
that kills the Phillies. He
kills us. And that's exactly why I hate him. I was like, Josh Bell will be back in the NL East at some point again this season.
Of course.
It's
his
I'm
home.
just gonna have to add him to it because I'm like, that's a guy that just always is.
He's like a boomerang. He leaves and comes back. He leaves and comes back.
Yeah. I'm going to go with the Marlin because it's really hard to pick one. And this dude was a Philly, but Tyler Phillips with the whole slap in his face thing, I can't have it. I like it, but I'm like, I'm just really not with it. And that's 3 of them. Then you're like, now you're down to the Mets and you're like, Jesus, like all these guys left. But I think that I'm really going to hate Nolan McLean and Jonah Tong, my balls.
Yeah, I mean, you guys
That's his full name, right? That's his full name.
That is his full name. It's his given name. You guys said 3 of mine: Bohm, Nola, and Strider. I'm going Nats, shortstop Abrams with that stupid freaking alien-looking thing on his chain. I hate that dude. And then Arcia, shortstop for the Braves, and Riley, another Philly killer, third baseman for the Braves. Those are my 5.
Yeah, I had Soto was my number 1 just because I can't stand the way his hat just looks way too big for anyone's head. It's just so dumb looking, and I'm old school. We're all fucking 50 plus, so we're all used to wearing our hats low on our heads, and I just. Plus, he's just a fucking dork and et cetera. I had Ozzy Albies. I forgot that Arcia was back. I do hate that motherfucker, but Ozzy Albies, I can't stand. He just irks me. And the same with Matt Olson. Matt Olson's like the poor man's Freddie Freeman.
He is. Good call.
And it really ticks me off because he's a decent enough player. But fuck the Braves. I also can't stand Sandy Alcantara. Every year we hear about how great he is, and then he fucking gets hurt or something happens, and then he pitches one game against the Phillies that's lights out, and then the rest of the season he's just kind of a guy. And then I had to throw a Philly in here, and really this isn't exactly like you said, like Nimmo left. Fucking McNeil, like all these Mets left. So I had to pick a Philly, and I'm only going to do it because what have you done for me lately? Fuck you, Orion Kirkring. I hate you right now.
There you go.
You know what? You guys both brought up Arcia, and that reminds me, go back to the Harper. The last time Harper was disrespected, the Arcia, and attaboy Harper and attaboy Arcia with the 2 home runs. So hopefully that translates again,
I have a feeling we're going to hate Jorge Polanco and Marcus Semien.
Oh, Semien we're going to hate.
I think
we're
going to hate them.
There you go.
Yes.
That's it.
Hey, I think we need to get Larry a map because I don't think the Dodgers are in the NL East. I'm just saying.
He hates them all, though, so that's all right. We all hate the Dodgers, too.
Yep.
All right, so guys, we were just talking. Well, I brought up a Phillies reliever in Kirkring, and we were talking about the WBC earlier. But I just wanted to bring up what I read about Jhoan Duran. According to a report from Matt Davis of That Ball's Out of Here, he said Duran said he's not going to play for his native Dominican Republic in the World Baseball Classic, and the reason being is that he said he wants to get in shape. He wants to fucking, save his arm. He said he exceeded his innings in 2025. and he wants to preserve his arm because he doesn't have long-term contract security. Now, there's one, like, I understand that these players take pride, especially Lars Nootbaar, in playing for their home country.
Stubby for Israel.
Stubby for Israel, exactly. Exactly. I think it was Stubby and Sean Green. They fielded two guys. So I understand that they take this national sense of pride, and Dominicans are very proud people. But I also kind of respect it because it's a business decision. And it also means that we get a better, fresher Duran for the season. After the season, I think he's eligible for arbitration one more year after this. But as we've mentioned so many times, next season's going to be a fucking clusterfuck. They probably, like, Chris is convinced that they're not even going to play next year. And I'm sure others are as well. But I do think that what Duran is doing here is it's an interesting decision, but I respect it.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, a couple of years ago, Edwin Diaz blew out his knee in the WBC, and the Mets didn't have their closer for an entire season. So I would prefer none of the Phillies play. Actually, you know, as much as you want to represent your country, and you know, I mean, it's a great event. I mean, I enjoyed watching it last time it was around. I mean, it was great baseball. It was great drama. You know, Shohei was with the Angels at the time. He struck out Trout. You know, like, there was a big moment there. You know, you're hoping as an American, you were hoping Trout would take them deep. But Trout was probably at an Eagles game and thinking about the birds and not
look it up.
You know, yeah. But I think it's I understand it, but I would love for none of the Phillies to play and watch other guys go out there. And
who's the Dominican Republic's closer
right now?
Yeah,
I don't know.
No idea.
Jose Alvarado.
Could be.
Is he Venezuelan? I think he's Venezuelan.
He's Venezuelan.
Yeah, what's Edwin Diaz? Puerto Rican? I think
he was on Puerto Rico, I think.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, maybe this is just like a PR move, because, like, if I'm not the number one closer, I'm not going to the WBC. Do you think Harper's going there to sit on the bench?
No.
Nope.
Fuck no.
No.
Would you? No, I'd be like, nope. No, I can get at bats in spring training. I'm not doing it. So I just wonder, like, who else is there? I can't think of, you know, Dominican. There's tons of players. So is it Edwin? Is it someone else that's better than him?
No, but I'm happy that he's not playing.
Real quick, I looked it up. You know, the DR closer for the WBC, and the responses that I got from Google have to do with low white blood cell count. So thanks a fucking lot, Google.
Oh, Camilo Doval or Carlos Estevez.
Yeah, he's better than both of them.
That makes sense.
And Duran's better than both of them.
Yeah. So it's legit then, because I'm like, all right, Doval, like, he's decent. Estevez, like, we know what he is.
Right.
Well, wait.
He had a good year last year.
Emmanuel Clase. Is he eligible?
That's a good question.
Right. Is he eligible for the WBC?
I'll bet if he plays, he'll do well.
I'll bet you the first pitch.
I bet he does too.
Motherfucker, man. And how much did his family win on that? Like 20,000 or 40,000?
It was nothing.
It was like $5, dude.
Yeah, it was like change. It was like the dude did like a fucking 12-leg parlay. It's fucking just the idiocy, man. The idiocy is beautiful.
Dopes. So I wanted to talk about, like, top moments, and I, alluded to this earlier, and I really looked for a Harper one, just because, like, I'm pissed off at him. You know, I have a campaign against him on the page, and that's well known. I could not find one in the top 15, honestly. So if you can, or if you think there was last year some moment that Bryce stepped up that should be in a top 15 moment, let me know and let's discuss it. But I really legitimately could not find or think of any. But I want to talk about my top three. So the number one, you know, just being pitching forward is like, it's that Zach Wheeler game. where it was just that
Complete game.
beautiful, complete game, and that one piece of shit, cocksucking motherfucking Austin Hayes home run.
Yeah.
That, you know, it's a one hitter, it's almost a perfect game, and it's an Austin Hayes home run. But that was just beautiful. I thought that was awesome. Number 2 to me is clearly, like, we see this twice in a lifetime for us. 4 home run game from Kyle. That was special. I don't know if you see another one. Maybe it's from him, but I don't know. Like, that's so few and far between. It's like Schmidt in 79, and then, you know, our guy here this past year, that, you know, those are the ones that really stick out. Then the third one, like, guys, I was like refreshing my browser. I was hoping it was going to be like Nick Castellanos getting let go. As like one of my top 3 moments. But like, and this is how sad it was. Like, when you go through, I'm like, I guess it's the double slide thing.
It's a good one.
Remember
Yeah,
that
on
one?
my
Like,
list.
that was
Yeah,
really
on my
cool.
list, yeah.
I thought of, like, you know, Sosa stealing that home run, which I thought was awesome.
It's
There
on
was
my
the
list.
Brandon Marsh late inning heroics, I guess against the Angels it was, or the Cubs.
Yeah.
But like, those are my 3, and like, I'm like, I wasn't like too pumped about the third one. I was like, the first 2, like, they were really awesome. And Wheeler, you knew it was special. Like, you knew immediately. You're like, this is a special day. But
Yeah.
Austin Hayes comes in. So, do you guys have special
Okay.
moments, or?
Yeah, I mean, kind of like that Wheeler one, Sanchez's 12K complete game against the Red Sox. I thought that was an amazing game. That was on my list. The 8 homer game, Sosa had 3, Schwartz had 2, Bohm, Stott, and Kemp all had 1. Like, how many? That's the first time it's ever been done for the Phillies. 8 homer game. Duran's first entry. Like, we were
Yeah.
freaking pumped, guys. I mean, it was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
They swapped all that tech over in, like, I don't know, it was like 36 hours or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And my personal favorite is when I had to pee so bad, I told Junior Schwartz is going to hit a home run up in our section at 201, and I went to pee and he hit it into 201. That was my
kidding.
Piss in the sink. I had to get that in.
Piss in
There
the
you
sink,
go.
right? There it is.
I had to get it
I
in.
only have one moment, because you guys are mentioning a lot of them, but I got to go to the All-Star game. I got to go to the All-Star game and the fucking homer off, or whatever the fuck it was called, the swing off,
Yeah.
where Schwarber, in true Schwarber fashion, fucking mashed a couple, and like, it was just like the last time I saw a Philly do anything like that was when what was it, Bobby Abreu?
Yeah.
Back when it was at the Vet, or was that at the Vet, or was that at the bank? It was the Vet, right? And he
It was the
just fucking went off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's back when I was drinking and I was in a bar. And every time he hit
I know
one,
what bar you're at, too.
I just screamed da-na-na, da-na-na, the fucking Sports Center fucking song.
Jesus Christ.
And I had probably 50 or 60 people hating my guts that night. But what Schwarber did was really cool. And sometimes in baseball, like, the double slide was a cool moment. The Schwarber swing off was a cool moment.
I had my 3. Schwarber's 4 home run game was awesome. I'm gonna pick like 2, like, not even just one game or one moment, but that 4-game sweep of the Mets after getting swept up at Citi Field and then come home and really just end their season right there. Like, the Phillies just that was awesome. And back to the series against the Mets. Harrison Bader's kind of welcome to the Phillies moment. He homered in the 8th inning of a tie ball game against the Mets, his former team that put the Phillies up. And I thought that was kind of the moment that Harrison Bader became a Philly, and we were all on board with what he did. So those were 3 exciting moments. The double slide was fucking awesome. Sanchez was awesome all year. Every game he started. Wheeler's starts were fantastic. So there are a lot of good moments, but when you lose in the first round, it kind of all gets diminished,
That's
but here's to 2026.
Cheers.
So I'm going to move on to one of our favorite topics is the Phillies daycare. We have three guys in the daycare: Bohm, Stott, and Marsh. And as the way the Phillies are currently constructed, where's my mouse here? We're really going to need one of these guys, at least one of them, to step up and really put on his big boy pants, is what I said. One of the daycare members needs to put on his big boy pants and become a major part of this lineup and a big time producer. And who's that going to be? So right now I'm looking. Alec Bohm, his 162 game averages. He's got a career 279. He's 279, 16 homers, 89 RBIs, 162 average. Brandon Marsh, 261, 14, and 63. Bryson Stott, 256, 14, and 66. Now, all three of these guys really had fantastic second half of the season last year. Bohm hit, let's see, where's he at? 304. He only played 29 games. If you remember, he was hurt a lot in the second half. But he hit 304, 3 home runs, 17 RBIs in 29 games. Marsh was 302 with 8 home runs and 22 RBIs in 48 games. And Stott was 294 with 7 home runs, 28 RBIs, and 54 games. I think we all know what Marsh is. Marsh is a platoon guy. Marsh is a guy that's only going to bat well against right-handed pitching. But he killed right-handed pitching last year. So I'm okay with Marsh in a platoon situation. But I don't expect anything more from Marsh than just being a platoon guy. The guy I really like is Bryson Stott. I thought he was going to really be that Chase Utley type guy. Maybe not the 30 home runs that Utley would hit, but I thought he was going to be a 290 hitter, a guy that was just a pest. That one year, the way he hit with 2 strikes, the way he battled, I thought he was going to be a pest of a hitter, and he would be a guy that would be a Philly forever. I don't see that today. The guy I think is going to put on his big boy pants and really cement himself as a Philly and be important, and I think the most important thing is he's a right-handed hitter, is Alec Bohm. I mean, he's got the track record. Bohm is an RBI guy in this lineup when the guys in front of him do the job. He
doesn't strike out a lot. That's the thing I like about him. He does not strike out a lot.
He doesn't. And he puts the ball in play. I mean, his RBIs, he does it. He drives in runs.
What was his RBIs last year, Chris?
Last year, he only had 59 RBIs. And 11 home runs, but he only played in 120 games. So he missed 40-something games with injury or whatever. I don't think he had a great year last year. He was way better in the second half than he was in the first half. But I think Bohm's the guy. I think Bohm's the right-handed bat that, I don't see him. I don't want him batting fourth. But if you can slot him in like a 6 or 7 spot, I think he's going to drive in a ton of runs. I think he's the guy that needs to make the next step. Like, of these 3 guys, the guy that I would be willing to get rid of is Stott.
100%.
As good as his defense is, I would get rid of Stott over Marsh and Bohm.
I would immediately platoon Sosa and Stott.
Yeah.
Right off the bat, just like Morandini Duncan, 100%. Not even a question.
The same thing in left field that year with Wes Chamberlain.
Yeah, and Jim Eisenreich.
Jim Eisenreich, or right field. Yeah, with those two. So I'm with Bohm. I think Bohm is he's got to grow up, but he's 28 years old. Like, now's the time, dude. Now's the time. I don't know if he'll ever have the power that we want from a third baseman. But if he's going to drive in 95 to 100 runs, I'm okay with if it's singles and doubles.
Chris, I'm looking at his 162 game averages here too, Chris. And last year he hit 18 doubles, which was really low for him. Low. He averages 32.
32.
44 in 24. He had 44 doubles. I mean, he was so reliable. Like, seriously, I was going on fucking FanDuel and saying, yeah, I'll put money on fucking Alec Bohm to hit a double tonight. because that's how reliable he was. So if he can get back to that, then yeah, I would like to see that.
I just don't think he's a middle of the order guy. I think he's a back half guy. Or
If
two.
he's-
Like,
well,
I think he's a
because he's
perfect two, honestly.
because he's an RBI guy. I think you slot him in 5 or 6.
yeah.
I think that's a good spot for him.
You can't put him in number 2. He's slow as fuck.
Yeah,
Right.
but the way
Yeah,
he gets the
dude.
ball to the right side, dude, that's what I'm talking about. The way he's gap to gap, you fucking bat Schwarber 3, he's only gonna have to jog around the bases, right?
Yeah, if anybody of those 3 can bat 2, it would be fucking Stott, because Stott steals a ton of bases, but
He doesn't
that
get on
dude
base.
just
doesn't get
doesn't
on.
get on. He
He
just
don't
doesn't
walk.
get
He
on
doesn't
fucking
walk.
base. And he's not, I mean, his contact isn't always great contact. He pops out way too fucking much.
I
left
think
field.
all of us need to work hard to remove that name from these 3 guys because it's stupid. At 32, I had 3 divorces, 6 kids.
You got a grandkid, didn't you?
Yeah. I'm like, Jesus Christ, they're 32 years old. What are
Yeah,
we talking about?
28,
legit.
27,
27.
and 27. Yeah, I mean, I just laugh. That was comedy,
They're not
daycare, put on
daycare,
their
yeah,
big
yeah.
boy pants, like it's time to move on. Like they need to be men. They need to be, I really want fucking Bryson Stott to be Chase Utley. I want that because he's a fantastic defensive second baseman. He just can't hit. He's not that guy
Diameter
that.
pits.
He's not that guy from what fucking year was that? 280 in
22?
2023.
23.
He's not that guy. He's just not that guy.
Wasn't there like that Steve Gutenberg show that it was like 2 men and a baby or like 2.5
Yes.
men and a baby?
Yeah.
Like, I don't
Yeah.
know. I think we can do something like
3
that.
men
But
and a baby.
yeah, and the baby's obviously Bohm because he's a fucking crybaby.
Yeah, there was also a guy who hung himself on the set, I believe, if I remember my conspiracy theories correctly. There was this internet meme thing that there was a guy who hung himself.
Wizard of Oz?
It was similar to Wizard of Oz, but this was 3 Men and a Baby.
Huh.
It was. He's in the background. You could see him. I remember.
You know what though? It wasn't. It was a cardboard cutout of Ted Danson because he was an
Well,
actor in that.
Maybe they need to do a cardboard cutout of Bryson Stott
I
and
remember that.
shove
Orion
that up in
Kirkering and Donnie Moore? What?
the
Go
tunnel.
Birds.
So speaking of fucking shit like that and jumping the shark, I wanted to talk about, because I saw this on Phillies Reddit the other day, and somebody referred to the Phillies as, and it was specifically the 23 Phillies jumping the shark. But I tend to feel that the Phillies jump the shark every fucking year during this run, because they dominate during the regular season, they look great, and then they get to the playoffs and they shit the fucking bed, with the exception of the time that they went to the fucking World Series. Like, it's getting to the point where it's so frustrating that you expect it. And just for a little history, those of us of our age will remember Happy Days. The young kids may not realize that Happy Days was a television show, and there was a terrible, corny fucking character named Fonzie. I fucking despised Fonzie from the time I was a little kid. I thought, this dude's a fucking douchebag. But anyway, he literally, yeah, exactly, fucking banging. It's like, put a fucking quarter in the goddamn jukebox, you cheap
You
bastard.
cheap fuck.
You motherfucker, man.
Back then, it
Al's
was a
going out of
dime. It wasn't
business.
even a quarter.
Al's going out of business, and fucking Fonzie's getting free songs.
Right. So was Mr. Miyagi after he bought it.
Arnold, right? Exactly.
Yeah.
Arnold, fucker. He should have fucking chopped his throat. So anyway, this went off the rails real quick. So basically what happened is Fonzie, to prove how tough he was and how brave he was, this is in Milwaukee. I don't know how the fuck they did this. He jumped a fucking shark that was in a cage in the water while he was wearing his fucking leather jacket on water
He did.
skis. That's how fucking cool this guy was. So that became known as the jumping the shark moment. And they apply that to all these other TV shows, basically saying, okay, this is the point in the TV show. Like, this is either the moment or the episode where the series jumps the shark and becomes fucking terrible. It takes a turn that they can never get back. on track from. Oliver in the fucking Brady Bunch. There are a lot of times shows will add a baby or add a fucking kid. So when I read this on Reddit and I saw that the Phillies, it said something about the Phillies jumping the shark. I just thought it's kind of a brilliant way to put what the Phillies have done to us the last however many years, since 22, where we expect them to be something and they just get there and the moment falls flat. And we know from that moment on, this fucking sucks. Pinky Tuscadero, exactly. I think
the Malachi Crunch.
The Malachi Crunch, that's right. Fucking Pinky and her sister Leather. That's
yeah.
That's right.
We're fucking old. We are fucking old.
I don't want to delete this episode, so that's all I'm going to say. So anyway, guys, I just thought that this was it was a clever way to put what these fucking guys have put us through the last several years, and I'm kind of over it. I want to see the Phillies fucking win. I want to see them go to the World Series. I want to see them fucking have a parade on Broad Street. We got one with the fucking Eagles last year. You know what I mean? Like, this team is too close and too good to fucking blue ball us like this.
Rob, I may regret asking this, but I have to know what your Reddit name is.
It's just the Butcher.
Oh, it's okay. It's nothing terrible.
Yeah. And I'm not like a Reddit guy.
Now I feel weird that I'm Blumpkin Lover 69. Jesus Christ.
A Blumpkin and a 69, Chris.
Yeah.
That's great. Bold, man.
Terrible. Fuck. That's fucking embarrassing.
No, that's all right. That's all right. Maybe I'll change it. But see, I'm not in the dark recess. I don't go to the dark recess. I just looked up the Phillies for something else, and I saw this link, and I was like, I'm going to Phillies Reddit, because if there's one thing I know about Reddit, or at least I think I do, it's that it's disgusting. So I wanted to go there and see some shit, and on the surface it was okay.
Yeah, I went to Dix.com. No surprise from the last podcast, and it's really DickSportingGoods.com. So
was it a disappointment? I'm sorry.
Don't do it. Yeah, I would say don't do it. Just
go to Dick's Reddit. Maybe you get an r/Dix. You might
back in the day, one of my daughters had to do a report on the White House, and WhiteHouse.com was a report site. So here I am, like, oh, let's look it up. WhiteHouse.com. Boom. Covering her eyes. No, we're not going there. It was
what was the
not org,
not
.com.
What was the catchline of the White House over on 73? There was a catchword to it, Rob, when you took me there and we got popcorn. It was Jersey Wild and Texas Style or something like that. Texas Wild and Jersey Style.
I was in Florida back then.
So the first time, like you're in high school and you want to go there, and it's like, you turn 18 and like we're going with a bunch of friends, and this is like specifically like Rob will get this more, but I'll like add it in for everyone. So we went like with a group of 10 of us, and one of them was Joe Stanley, and we're like going to go in, and like this dude's like fumbling around. Like, this motherfucker was trying to get in with like a fishing license.
It didn't work though?
At the White House. No, it didn't work. And we were just like, he's like, all right, well, I guess we got to go. And we're like, guess you got to go. Guess you're sitting in the fucking Cavalier, motherfucker.
Right. You can go to the fucking bus stop.
Yeah.
Take your ass to the Stowe with that.
Yeah. Guys, I wanted to like maybe try something new that maybe this will work, and maybe we'll do it sometimes here or there. So I wanted to call it Keep One, Dump One, and Fight One. I'm going to name 3 things, and I want you guys to like tell me which one you would do with these. Okay?
Yep.
So we're going to start with beer first. We're going to do Yards beer, Well Crafted, and an IPA. So you keep one, you dump one, and you fight one.
Can I go first?
Yeah.
You said Yards, Well Crafted.
Yep. And an IPA. Any IPA.
So we're going to fight Yards.
Okay.
We're going to keep Well Crafted.
Yep.
And we're gonna dump. What's the third one? An IPA.
IPA.
I was the same. There was some
I-
three.
I agree, and I'm not a drinker, but as I say every fucking 20 minutes, but I know a little history here, so I will definitely throw down with yards for my boys, and then I will definitely dump out an IPA because they're just fucking stupid.
All right.
I don't agree with that, but I had to fight.
I don't
yours.
care, Mike.
It's all good.
All right. So the next
That
one.
question was loaded. That was a loaded one.
Yeah, I
Yes,
mean,
it
that,
was.
that was a setup. And
It was a
talking about
setup.
loaded, here's another one. We're going to talk about cheesesteaks. So we're going to go Whiz, American, or Cooper Sharp. Keep one, dump one, and fight one.
I'm fighting Cooper Sharp. All right, fuck Cooper Sharp. I'm fighting it. You knew this was also a setup.
Yeah,
Um,
of course it was.
I'm dumping the Whiz and I'm keeping the fucking American,
Okay.
which oddly enough, Cooper Sharp motherfuckers is just American
American.
cheese.
Yeah, it's American cheese,
Motherfuckers.
dude.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm
It's
gonna
fucking-
fight. I'm gonna fight Wiz, but I'm keeping the other two because they're the fucking same thing. They're the same thing.
It's funny, like I post about Cooper Sharp, anything that's like negative, like I don't like Cooper Sharp. I got someone be like, "You're a fucking vegan,"
Mhm.
and I'm like,
Love it.
It's American cheese.
Have
No
you
one-
have you ever tried to pull Cooper Sharp apart versus a regular American cheese? As a person who does a lot of cooking, you cannot get an entire sheet of a Cooper Sharp American cheese apart. And
"Oh,
don't know
I
why.
hate it. I
It fucking
absolutely
pisses me
fucking
off.
hate
I
it."
will definitely
It breaks
fight
up into
Cooper Sharp.
pieces.
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
No, I was like, Renee, can fucking Chubby shingle it? I don't know. Is shingling it going to help? Like doing it this way?
I don't-
I'm like fucking peeling it apart, and I just break it in half. I'm like, fuck this shit.
I can't. There you go.
Part of it is that.
Cooper American.
It's American cheese,
It's American
dickheads.
cheese.
It is, but it was made in New York, and I don't love that too. So I
This is
like
true too.
looked back.
Philadelphia,
it's like,
Philadelphia cream cheese is made in New York too.
yeah, fuck them too.
Fight them as well.
Keep one, dump one, fight one. So here we are, guys. Like I think I'm gonna do one more. I have one more that
I have
possibly if
two.
we're having fun. Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
good.
Oh, Mike.
So
nice.
I'm going to go Nola, Boom, and Stop.
Wow. Wow.
Okay, I have one.
I'm gonna keep Boom. I'm gonna dump Nola, and I'm gonna fight Stott. Fucking Vegas prick. I'm
Is
gonna
it the
fight
mustache?
Stott. It's a lot of things. It's
I'm
him
gonna
popping out
keep-
constantly.
Yo, dude, for sure, the Golden Knights. I agree with that.
I'm keeping Bohm. I'm dumping Stott, and I want to fight Nola. I want his meatball recipe. Winner gets his meatball recipe.
I'd probably fight Stott too because I don't think he'll hit back. But
That's a good call.
Boom, boom, boom.
Right?
That's a good call. All right, you took my one. So can I do my other one for
yeah,
you?
yeah, absolutely.
Double D, Kapler, and Stearns.
Double T Kapler, Stearns. I definitely want to fight Kapler. I can immediately answer that. And I guess I would dump Stearns and keep Double D. I don't
Oh,
know. That was a little easy. I don't know. It's not great.
No, it's not great, but I agree. I think those are my three too.
It's not supposed to be easy, but yeah, that's what I do. And Stearns is the Mets guy, right? Like the
Yes.
Mets GM. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask because I was going to look all dumb. It's
They're
fuck
all-
that.
they're-
I'll fight Stearns. I'm not fighting coconut oil, man. That dude will be all
Attaboy.
greased up. You won't be able. It's like fighting a greased up pig, man. You can't get a hold of him.
He'll just
He's
keep
gonna be
scooping
fucking-
ice cream and
yeah.
spitting it at you because he
Yeah,
won't
exactly.
swallow it.
He's gonna be
He'll be
slipping
spitting
out.
ice cream at you.
That's exactly right. Plus, let's be
Attaboy,
honest,
Butcher.
he's fucking jacked. You know, he is jacked
Yeah.
and oily. It's a bad combo for me.
I think he's zen though. He's zen. He's not. He don't want to fight. He's a little
Yeah,
zen.
let's just say that before we fight him, before he has to read our page.
Come on,
I don't
Tan
think he'll be
Dick.
Zen.
Bring
Tan
it on,
exactly.
Tan
I'll
Banana
get
headed
Charlie. Yeah,
motherfucker.
I'll tell you what. If I had to fight him, I would get my boy Charlie, who fucking invented Tan Dick. I would get Charlie out there to fucking knock him out because Charlie's got a bunch of KOs career. So I would put Charlie out there. Mike, you know him. You know him from arenas.
I know.
Oh, Charlie
All right,
Hart was
guys.
our bat boy at Textile.
No,
Did you not know that, Butcher?
Not
A
Charlie.
different
Hart.
one? Oh.
Yeah.
Different Charlie. All right, guys,
So-
as we're kind of wrapping up, our New Year's Eve / New Year's show, I wanted to talk a little bit about resolutions, right? So New Year's resolutions are, something that come up at the turn of the year every year. And I wanted to give my perspective on resolutions and tell you a little bit about how I think about it, and then get your guys' perspective. And then I have a little bit of an essay that I wrote that I wanted to read. So personally, I don't really believe in resolutions. What I do is I look back and I see if there are parts of the past year that, I can say were successful or that needed maybe to improve upon, right? So I learned a lot about patience this year, and I'm not great at patience. I was really bad at patience prior to this whole, colon cancer thing that I went through, but I got a little bit better at patience this year, but I want to get better at that this year. I want to get better at giving myself the chance to heal, right? So I'm still not 100%, and that bugs the shit out of me. And that goes back to the patience part. I want to work on mobility, and I want to work on strength this year. So these aren't resolutions. These are things that I look back on 2025 and I say, I did okay in some areas, and I want to do better in 2026 in other areas. And if that's a resolution, so be it. But I'm not saying I'm reading, 30 books or, I'm going to save $10,000 or something like that. These are just kind of things that I want to work on in the year. And I just kind of wanted to get your guys' perspective before I read a little essay I wrote. So whoever wants to go.
I used to do resolutions every year, and by mid-January they were out the window. So I don't subscribe to it, but I kind of agree with you, Mike. Like you just try to be a little better. Try to be better than you were the year before, whether it's personal, family, whatever it is. You just try to be better. I want it to be better than the year before. I always have a resolution when we're on the page, and it's always to be more positive. And it usually ends up being I'm positive the Phillies are going to fucking piss me off. Resolutions are what they are. You got to look at yourself, and it's always about just being a better person, a better next step. Improve every year, and that's what I hope we do as people, and I that's what I hope the page does, the podcast does, just improve every year.
New Year's resolutions feel a little heavy at times, guys. This year, I'm going to resolve to drink a little slower, laugh a little louder, and make sure nobody drinks alone. I'm going to tip our bartenders even better than we normally do at DPF. I'm going to text my friends back. I'm going to leave 90% less group texts without saying anything.
Bullshit.
And that's a lot. That's a lot less. I'm going to argue less about nonsense. I'm going to, argue more about the Philly sports, Harper, Bohm, Nola. And I'm going to shake hands at the end of it. And most of all, I want to keep this garage a place where everyone feels welcome, where drinks are cold, the stories are true enough, and the door is always open. So I just want to say Happy New Year from the DPF Garage neighborhood. Thank you.
That's lovely.
You're my friend.
Won't you be? Please, won't you be?
I got to hold up.
Be my
Renee
drinking
asked me to
buddy.
do this. Ready? Woo! You got to do the shoe flip. Yeah.
You got to change your shoes now. You got to change your fucking
It's
shoes.
such a good feeling
I
to
feel
know
bad
you
following that.
imbibe.
Speedy delivery when the beer guy shows up, right?
I feel like the guy coming on stage who got the Rolling Stones open for him, and now I got to come out there and fucking somehow get the crowd's attention again. I am not a resolution guy. One thing is I don't really believe in making promises, and this is why. It's because I think if you have integrity, you're going to do what you say anyway, and if you believe in what you're doing, you're going to do it no matter what. And in my mind, and I've written this so many different times over the years, just my random thoughts in my notebooks that nobody can read because my chicken scratch. I believe if you want to make a change, you do it now, no matter when that is. I don't believe in doing it on the first of a month. I don't believe in waiting until the paycheck comes in. I don't believe in waiting until I lose 5 or 10 pounds. If I want to make a change, I'm trying to do it right now. And right now, I'm fucking happy as shit with who I am, so I'm not changing shit. That's why I haven't shaved my beard in a while. That's why I haven't washed my nuts in a little while. It's because I am happy with who I am right now.
Rob, you don't have to change who you are to belong here. You already belong.
Thanks, Chris. I will wash my nuts before I come up there tomorrow night.
That voice is creepy. That voice is creepy.
Yeah, that's exact. So I'm doing it right.
I think we're all getting touched tomorrow when we show up at the
I resolved to be creepy as fuck in 2026. All right.
Would you like to come upstairs in the new DPF garage neighborhood? There's some special things upstairs.
Won't you be?
The butcher's got the coconut oil up there. Something about a resolution. It's weird. He's got some candles burning.
Oh yeah, I do.
But no, so that's kind of my thing when it comes to resolutions. Is if you want to make a change in your life, do it now. Don't wait. And then also hold yourself accountable.
I mean, in that vein, I've read a lot of things that a lot of folks have written all year, and I've started to write some things down. So I just want to read you a little essay and leave this with you as we kind of sign off here. A cold wind whipped around Citizens Bank Park on the last day of December. It blew through the empty stands where the hopes of Red October still lingered. In the center of Ashburn Alley stood the Liberty Bell, its neon lights humming and gears ready to celebrate years of Schwar bombs ahead. One quiet observer stood alone, looking up, as he'd done for the past several New Year's Eves. He believed the bell held knowledge he needed. Topper mused, why do people make New Year's resolutions at all? As midnight approached, the bell began its tone and seemed to speak without words, but with a warm presence that filled the air. Another season has passed, and you seek answers. The bell seemed to resonate without words. The old grizzled vet nodded and said aloud to no one, everyone around me is making resolutions. Harp to be elite again, Double D to cash in on past glory, 12 to hit 60, NOLA to not give up 60. But why do we do this every year at this time? The bell chimed its best and said, the new year opens new doors. It's not just about change, it's just a little bit more. It's the belief that we can choose. It's about allowing yourself to try again. So Topper whispered his resolution aloud and alone. If what he said comes true remains to be seen, but as DPFers, we all hope he follows through and relies a little more on his gut, but with a little analytics too. Happy New Year to you all, and fuck the Mets.
Fuck the Mets.
Yeah, how about
Happy New
this,
Year,
guys?
everybody.
We're going to be moving to season 4, episode 104, but it's season 4 for us. So thankful for all of you tuning in, buying the merch, listening to us, commenting, just being a part of something, and hopefully we can continue to build on things. I'm thankful to be here. I'm thankful that we're able to have this place where we can all talk the way we want to, and it doesn't have to be these sanitized ways of hearing Phillies news, listening to Phillies news, and much to Chris Kostner's chagrin, we're not always going to be happy, no matter what. I'm not happy with 96 wins. I just want to, I want us to approach the new year with resolve. Let's find opportunities and just be thankful for, kind of what we have. So thank you, everyone.
Okay.
Happy New Year, everybody. Fuck the
Happy
Mets.
New Year. Fuck
Fuck
the
the
Happy New Year.
Mets.
Fuck the Mets.
And say fuck the Mets and midnight. Kiss your wife or spouse, husband, boyfriend, whatever, cat. But say fuck the Mets at midnight.
Yep.
Damn right.
100%.